Hello viewers, I am Aftab Soomro. As you already know that I have been making the videos on this channel W3Schools about the web designing and development in English series. You have been viewing my videos and giving the good response. We have made some videos on the HTML, and in the playlist you can check that how many videos we have made. I am showing you here. We have made till the HTML color elements. Now I am showing you HTML colors till that. In today's video we will discuss on the HTML CSS. Now we will see what is in this HTML CSS series. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. CSS, you can say the makeup of your website or clothes of your websites or beautification of your website. CSS saves a lot of work. It can control the layout of multiple web pages all at once. It means in the CSS section we can make the multiple web pages and design them. You can see this is the CSS styles and colors and borders and shades you are looking here. What is CSS? Cascading Style Sheets is used to format the layout of our web page. With the CSS you can control the color, font, size, text, spacing between elements, how elements are positioned either in the left side, right side, and laid out, what background images or background colors are to be used, different displays for different devices and screen sizes are also controlled by the CSS by using the media queries to make them responsive websites. Using the CSS, how to use the CSS, now we will discuss upon it. CSS can be added to HTML documents in three ways. There are three ways to include our CSS in the HTML documents. Now what are these? One is inline CSS. This is the type by using the style attribute inside our HTML element. Inside the HTML means we will type the styles in our body section in any element or tag. Second one is internal CSS by using a style element in the head section, style opening tag and style closing tag in the head section. The third one way of CSS is external. This system or style or way of CSS, we will make a separate file of CSS and we will link it in the head section by hyperreference or source. What is inline CSS? Now we will see inline CSS. Now I'm showing you how to use it. You can see here, this is H1 element, this is paragraph element. It has given the style to H1 and paragraph tag. I am showing you how to do that. I am writing H2 tag and writing something. Suppose W3 Soomro H2 close. Now I am running this program. Now I will style it. Style would be implemented in the start tag, not in the end tag. Now we will style it here. H2 space, these are the attributes which I am going here. Style equal double quotes. In this double quote I am giving the color which is red, and after that in the last section I will terminate this style by giving the semicolon. Now let me to check it. Now you can see the color has been changed from black to red. This is the inline style. In the same way, we will give in any HTML tag or element the style which is called the inline style. Okay, now the another example, internal CSS, which will be given in the HTML head section. I am showing you how to do that. We will press the try it yourself editor. We will close it, the previous section which we learned some moments ago. Speed is a little bit slow, that's why we are waiting. Now you can see here the style in the head section. This is the internal style section it has given. In the body section, these two elements have been used, h1 and paragraph tag. Now I am telling you how to do the inline internal CSS. Now I am refreshing or running this program which is empty without any CSS. Now I will give here the style tag and closing style tag. Now I will give the CSS. First of all, I will give the color in the body section. Background color cyan, semicolon. You can see that the background color has been changed by the body tag or body element. Now I will give the style to the h1 tag. Okay, I'm giving the font size 40 pixels. Now let me to check. Oh, it has increased. We can give the multiple CSS styles to one element. Now I'll give it the color. What color? Blue. We'll run it. Color has not been changed because we have made the mistake. We forgot the L in the blue. Now you will see the color has also been changed. So in this way we will give the internal styles. Okay, in the last section there is an external CSS. An external style sheet is used to define the style for many HTML pages. To use an external style sheet, add a link to it in the head section of the HTML. It means first of all we will make a separate CSS file, and after that we will link that style sheet file, which is extension is .css, and we will link it in the head section by giving this link space rel relation equal to style sheet, and after that href means hyperreference equal to styles.css file. We will target this file in this link element. So this is the external CSS. The external style sheet can be written in any text editor, as we are writing in VS Code or Notepad++. The file must not contain any HTML code. In the CSS file we will not write any HTML code. We will write only CSS code and must be saved with a .css extension. We will not save it in the HTML extension but with the .css extension. This is the extra which is external styles.css file, which have been made by this way, and after that this file have been saved. Okay, what are the CSS colors, fonts and sizes? Here we will demonstrate some commonly used CSS properties which we will be using so many times. They will learn more about them. We will learn more about them later. The CSS color property, CSS font family property and CSS font size property. Okay, example you can see here, in which in the head section color, font family, font size have been changed, as well as in the paragraph the color, font family, font size also have been changed. What are the CSS borders? Now we will look the CSS borders. I'm showing you how to use the borders in the CSS style. Okay, here the internal CSS have been used in these paragraphs. I'm changing here h1. Okay, now this is heading tag. I'm changing the name here, Aftab Soomro. Oh, this is my son's name. He's my son. Okay, and Falak is my daughter. Introducing them. Okay, now we will run it. Now we will style the heading in the internal CSS section. Now I'll write down the h1 and style it by giving it the border. I'll write here the border. The border should be the 2 pixels and the type of border is solid and the color should be I think so red. Okay, now let me to check. Now you can see these two headings have been given the border section. If I increase the pixel size of our border, you will see a thick border. If suppose I give here the 5 pixels, you can see here, oh, beautiful border. If I want to give the padding or some margin, first of all I will give the padding 5 pixels. Now you will see the padding section. It has given the space from all the sides, from the left, right, top, bottom. If I increase the padding size till the 10, you can see here the space around the padding. If I give the margin 10 pixels, margin will be applied to give the space between these two headings. Here you will feel the space. Okay, let me show you. Now you can see here the space. Now I will increase it from 10 to 40 pixels. You can see here the space between these two heading elements. You can view it clearly. Now we will move forward. CSS padding, which I already told you and taught you. Okay, CSS margin also. Link to external file, which I also told you how to link it. In other sections we all cleared the topics which are present in this CSS topic or chapter. We can say, what is the chapter summary? In today's video, what we learned? We have learned the HTML style attribute for inline styling. After that we learned the style which we used in the internal CSS in the head section. After that we linked our external CSS file by using this link element to use for the external CSS file. We used HTML head element to store style and link elements. We taught the CSS color property for text colors, font family, font size, border, padding, margins. All these topics we discussed today. Now this is the HTML exercise section. Test yourself with exercises. The exercises says use CSS to set the background color of the document body. Now we will give here the background color. Okay, I'm writing here the body, and here the curly brace, and here I will write background color, which is yellow, and in this box I will close the curly brace. Now we will check it by submitting this answer button. Now submit answer. Oh yeah, it's correct. So friends, in today's video I tried to teach you about the HTML CSS section, which was in the three sections: inline, internal and external. We will meet in the next video. So friends, see you. Bye bye.